Welcome to another edition of Birdview Tutorials. In this video, we'll walk you through the expense approval functionality, a tool that gives you more control and visibility over project-related costs. Let's take a look at how to set it up and use it. Before you can approve or reject any expenses, you'll need to set up the approval process. To get started, open the project details and click the dollar icon to access financials. Then go to the Actual Expenses tab. You can turn expense approvals on or off for each project and adjust the setup to align with your company's internal workflows. Inside the Actual Expenses tab, you'll see the Expense Approval button. Click it to begin setting up the approval process for this project. Birdview gives you 3 flexible options for setting up expense approvals. With initial approval, an expense is approved as soon as any one of the assigned approvers gives the OK. Parallel approval means all assigned approvers need to approve the expense before it can move forward. And with sequential approval, approvers review the expense one at a time in the order you've defined. You can choose the workflow that fits your team's needs. Once you've selected the approval workflow, the next step is assigning approvers. These are the users who will review and approve or reject each expense. To be assigned as an approver, a user needs to have permission to access billing information and manage members. Approvers don't need to be project members. If you're using the sequential approval workflow, you'll also have the option to set the specific order in which each approver will review the expenses. After you've set up and saved your expense approval settings, you'll notice 2 new columns in the expenses grid: Approver and Status. All expenses created before approvals were enabled will automatically be marked as approved. Any new expenses added after approvals are turned on will show a status of waiting for approval until they move through the workflow you've defined. When a new expense is added, all assigned approvers will receive an email letting them know the expense is ready for review. Head over to the Actual Expenses tab to review any items waiting for your decision. You can use batch actions to approve or reject multiple items at once, or go row by row using the individual buttons for a more detailed review. If you change your mind, you can undo your decision anytime. And if an expense is no longer needed, you can also delete it. Once the approval process is complete, the person who submitted the expense will get an email letting them know whether it was approved or rejected. And that's it. Your expense approval workflow is all set and ready to go. We hope you find the expense approval feature helpful in simplifying your project and financial workflows. If you have any feedback or suggestions, feel free to reach out to us at success@birdviewpsa.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next Birdview tutorial.